Well, one of the big names that we will be keeping a close eye on over the next 2 hours is Snap. And Rachelle, I know you've got a closer look at that for us.
That's right. Now, video sharing app Snapchat set to release its second quarter earnings later on this afternoon. And investors are curious how this tumultuous economy is affecting the company's ad revenue. We see there the stock, though, still in positive territory, up about 5%. But the stock is down 75% over the last year. Now, it did jump just shy of 10% yesterday to a close of $15.51. The company slashed its financial forecast in May, citing a worsening economy. Now, for the second quarter, analysts are forecasting a net loss of 20 cents a share and sales of $1.14 billion. Guys, I mean, this is a tough road for Snap. We'll have to see how they do.
You know, it's not just a Snap story, Rachelle. I think it's a social media story because after a massive year of growth in 2021, largely driven by, of course, like everything else, the pandemic, everyone was home and everyone was on their phones. 36% increase in ad sales in the social media sector. And now it looks like the slowest year ever in terms of ad sale growth for the entire sector. And Snap is probably, like everyone else, chasing TikTok.
Yeah, they certainly do seem to be, as we really just take into consideration the popularity of TikTok with Gen Z. We know that that's a very important sector there, or portion of the population, I should say, for Snap. But I think it's all going to be about ad pricing and what they're able to generate over this last quarter. You mentioned the fact that we've seen an economic slowdown, or fears that slowdown could get even worse in the second half of the year. Piper Sandler analyst Thomas Champion was saying that the economic situation has been weighing on ad pricing. He's actually expecting the average cost of 1,000 ad views in the U.S. to fall 14% quarter over quarter, in Europe to fall 30%. We know the stock tends to be pretty volatile after hours, and you can see shares popping at least ahead of this report. But the next hour or so,
they had a great day yesterday as well. They were up 8% yesterday and then another 5% today. So even though they expect the numbers to be bad, the shares are popping, Rachelle.
And I thought it was interesting that they're having their earnings, but obviously just a few days prior launched their web app version, when they've been really known for just having their app really catering to Gen Z and millennials. So it's interesting to see perhaps if that gives us some insight into where they're headed when we listen into some of that forward guidance when we do get those earnings.
Yeah, really interesting to hear some mention Snap as a competitor to Zoom going on to the PC. So that'll be interesting to see with web-based. All right.